Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at and installing our brake light switch for our 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. So this is something you're definitely going to need if you're getting a flat toe setup and you have a braking system that doesn't allow to have signal sent to the front of your RV. So this is absolutely essential. It is something that is a little bit tricky to install, so you're going to have to do a lot of wiring. So you might as well just add this in with it while you're doing all of your wiring. So if it's something you don't feel like doing yourself, you can always take a look at our Dealer Locator and get something installed for you locally, or you can stick around and watch our video and we'll help you get it installed. I wanted to give you an idea of what this does because it's hard to see once we have it all installed. Now what this is going to do is this is going to have a little button on the end of it, and what that's going to do once we have it installed, it's going to sit on the bracket. And it's going to sit in the bracket, and this part of the button is going to sit on the brake pedal arm. And once the brake pedal is fully depressed, and then once the brake pedal starts to move and the brakes are applied, what this will do is it will send a signal from our switch here to either your wireless coach link or your light, your indicator light that you have on your mirror. And that's going to show that your brake pedal is actually working back in your vehicle and give you a signal to your RV. So to start our installation, we're going to be here on our driver's side floorboard area. Now up underneath here, we're going to have this felt panel. We're going to want to get that pop down out of the way. So we're going to have our little push clip. Just want to pop that down. Now with that pop down, right underneath it here, we're going to have two bolts, and these are essentially to our airbag panel underneath here. So we need to back these out of the way because this is where we're going to be mounting our bracket. Now we'll just take out our two 10mm bolts. Once we have those down, we want to take our bracket and just lay that on the underside of our felt. Now we can take our bolts and get those put back in place. Now with those in place, we'll just run them up to just snug. Now I went ahead and loosened up our bracket. You're going to be able to slide this bracket back and forth. Now you're going to have adjustment in your bracket itself and in the switch itself. So what I want to do is I took the gold colored nut off of my switch, and now we have this washer. What I'm going to do is run our switch through and then start that washer. Then we'll start our nut on the back of that. And just get it threaded on enough where you have just a little bit out the end. And we want to leave that a little bit loose for now because we will be making some adjustments. Now we can slide our bracket forward just to where that button touches. Now you can see we're just barely touching it there. Now what I can do is go ahead and snug my bracket back down. Now with that, we can make adjustments here at our switch. Now we can back that off just a little bit, and what we want to do is just watch our button, and we want our brake pedal to be able to come all the way back, but we want our little button to be pushed in by this portion of our brake pedal. Now for our wiring coming out of our brake light switch, we're going to have one of them. Both these wires coming out of our switch are going to be black. So basically they're going to have whatever function we wire it to. So one of them we have here, we went ahead and wired over to our power. So what we're going to do with this one is we ran it up through our grommet in the dash, and we ran it out to our battery, so it'll have a constant 12 volt to it, and that will be run to a 10 amp fuse holder connected to our battery. Now for our other one, this is going to lead over to our coach link, and what this is going to do is it's going to give us our signal to our wireless coach link, and that is going to transmit up to the dash of our RV. So that way it's going to let us know our brake pedal has been depressed. Now our other one that comes out of our coach link will run over and go to ground. So what I did is just ran it to the ground that comes out of my vacuum box here, and this is a G-force controller, and that has our common ground right here, so I just ran to that. Now we ran our power wire for our brake light switch along with our other wire we had coming out, and we just ran it around across our front, and then we added it into a fuse holder. There is another way you can set up your power, is you can run a fuse tap underneath your dash, but we just ran it this way so we know we have constant 12 volt power. And then we just installed a 10 amp fuse that comes in the kit into our fuse holder, and that's how we got our power supply. Now with that all done, that'll do it for our installation of our brake light switch on our 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. I'm Scott with eTrailer. Thanks for watching.